Had to get that shit off in the back, huh? Anyways, welcome back. We got another episode of the Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy, Suns fan
Yeah,
Randy in the building. We got Jerry over there.
was good. We inside today. It's too
We
cold.
yeah, inside today. It seemed like it. I see that bull you got going on in the back. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But anyways, let's go ahead and kick it off and let's talk about. Well, y'all had the first game of the night. Y'all played a little bit before us. We're gonna talk about us, but y'all played before us. Y'all played OKC tonight, and I watched the majority of that game. Y'all took care of business. Y'all handled what y'all was supposed to do. Y'all came out there just kind of from start to finish, just kind of put them away. Just never really took your foot off the gas. I was kind of wondering why y'all was playing like LeBron and Russ all them like so many minutes, but I was just like, yeah, they was just like, nah, we not even gonna chance it tonight. Like we not even gonna give them the chance to come back or whatever the case may be. Avery Bradley came up real big for y'all
I
tonight.
keep telling you, sleeper. He's a sleeper, man.
We gonna continue to sleep on them because, like I said, I don't know. I don't feel like y'all a real deal threat, or at least not right now. Like I don't see it. But I mean, Avery, I gotta give credit when it's due. He was out there doing his thing. He locked up Shea Gillis-Alexander. So you know what I'm saying. But OKC to me, like yes, y'all beat them or whatever the case may be. But it's just like it shouldn't have been a competitive. It shouldn't have been a thing from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And it's like at the end of the day, OKC is trying to lose. Like they trying to get lottery picks. They trying to get Bronny next year. Or that's my theory on it. But so to me, I can't give it too much weight. Just like I couldn't give a lot of weight to some of y'all other ones. But you know what I'm saying? It was a good win for y'all. So I gotta, LeBron did his thing. So what'd you see?
um, I expected them to beat the Thunder after blowing two leads to them. I expected nothing less, nothing more. Like we absolutely had to beat them. And I think earlier, like we talked about it, was a like with Westbrook and the not wanting to. He don't care if he win a championship.
No,
And I feel like I want to say something else. Like
go
Laker fans,
ahead. Go
things
ahead.
like that are expected. Like you as fans, that's what we expect of our players. We expect you to go out there and play every night. We expect you to be dominant. We expect you to be in top of the league. We expect you to be really good. Like we expect that out of you. I feel like almost like how like Patriots like it's the Laker fan way. That's what we
Right.
expect. That's why we so hard on people when they're not doing good. But I
Yeah.
mean, I was expected after losing to Memphis after another game we should have definitely won. So tonight was expected. We need to get on a streak moving forward because we're not winning them in a row. We'll win here and there.
Yeah. Just win one,
We'll
lose one.
lose. We'll win a game, get some confidence, and then get blown out the next night. We don't have no consistency right now.
Right.
So I
So
just
for the
hope this
people,
win
for the
can bring
people that
more
may not know, or for
consistency.
the people that don't really that like kind of like even though people tell me like why I know so much about Lakers, you got to know your enemy. You got to know your enemies, man. You got to know your enemies inside and out. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what they're doing or whatever, whatever. For the people who may not know, that Russell Westbrook said in a post game interview after the Grizzlies that he didn't like if he wins the championship. Essentially, I don't know the direct quote, but essentially he was saying that if he wins the championship, cool. If they don't, like I'm fine with that too.
Uh-huh.
And to me, like I don't think it got as much publicity, or maybe not as much people know about it or whatever. But to me, like I said, I seen a major issue with that. Like you just said, is like y'all kind of go into this like as Laker fans, y'all expect nothing but championships every year. Like everything y'all do, everything like you know what I'm saying, y'all every move y'all make or whatever, every play y'all get, like y'all expect greatness, y'all expect championships. And for him to say some shit like that is just like, okay, like I don't think that he's in the game as much as everybody think he is, or whatever the case may be, or he's not like fully like embraced. Because I feel like I was saying too, I don't think that the locker room necessarily all get along, or the chemistry is not there all the way behind the scenes. Because like I feel like locking in and being like, yo, we won a championship is like a collective thing. It's like
I don't feel
this
like
is everybody's mindset. But if you got motherfuckers on the team that's saying, oh, like, I don't really care if we win a championship, AD talking about he ain't got nothing to prove nobody. Bron is in year 20. He already think he to go. So it's just like, I don't know where that put y'all at in like Laker future or whatever the case may be. But as me, if I was you know what I'm saying, a LA Faker fan, I would be definitely concerned. But go ahead.
oh, LA what?
Go
Fuck
ahead.
that. LA. But Yeah, I really don't think too much of it because Westbrook, in every single interview he's done, they ask him a question and he goes red or he's like that. I ask him, like I said earlier, ask him if he's Westbrook. Do you like the sunshine or the rain? I don't know. Sometimes the rain is good. When the sunshine is not always good. He'll say something ridiculous like that. So I'm not really. You just gotta let Russ be Russ. Let him be Russ.
I mean, I guess tonight he wasn't doing Russ things. I give him his credit. He had a couple of strings of good games or whatever the
He
case may be.
just
And tonight he
that's
might
what
have
you
had
do with
8
Westbrook. You
points.
know he'll have turnovers. He'll have good touches. He's like, damn, he can actually ball. And then you're like, why did he just throw the ball off the backboard trying to
Why
do
did he
something
shoot that
weird?
shot?
Why did he
Why did
shoot
he?
that shot? That's what you get with Westbrook when he's good. Like, don't forget he's an MVP. Like he can literally carry a team if needed. But I mean that was years. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I mean, like I said, I'm not a real big fan of Westbrook. I can be on record saying like I'm not the biggest fan. Like I think personally he's a stat pad and that's debatable or whatever the case may be. Like I don't think that he should have won the MVP's a year. I mean, granted they had to give it to him because he broke the record and he did all that triple double shit. So it's like I understand it, but that year I think James Harden really earned that one. But that's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah, definitely a different conversation because from 2015 to 2017, it could be rearranged a couple different ways.
Right.
Go ahead.
So how do you feel in the sense of, or in the stance of where Frank Vogel sit right now with you and with the Laker Nation and the Laker community? Because I think that he's one bad loss away from this shit.
If he was one bad loss away, they'd
If
have
y'all
been.
had lost tonight, I said it yesterday on the pod. If y'all had lost tonight, he would have been fired by Sunday morning. But go ahead.
Um, I know you probably heard what Charles Barkley said. Everybody wants to blame the coach, wants to blame this and that, but like at the end of the day, it come down to the dudes on the floor. Like Frank can put whoever out there, but if you're not playing hard, you're not scoring what you need to do, you're not being aggressive, you're not playing winning basketball, like you're not Marcus Smart diving on the floor for loose balls, you're not taking care of minor assignments that he's giving you, then and it just reflects back on Frank and makes him look bad because you can't go out there and carry out those things. And Frank Vogel is a defensive coach for one, and then like a lot of our problems come from offensive struggles. Like one night we'll make 15 3-pointers, and then another night we'll go abysmal from three. We'll miss. It just inconsistency. I mean, earlier on, I think it was Frank with his rotations and stuff, but it's gotten
Yeah,
more
for
solid,
sure.
and it's become like okay, it's going to be one center on the floor at a time, or one big man, or whatever you want to call these guys now. Just one five on the floor at a time. He's completely removed the AD Dwight or DeAndre stuff, but
Yeah. And speaking of AD was also missing in action tonight, out with a little knee snoreness. Do you think that that's going to be a major issue? Do you think it was just a one game thing? Do you think it was just a back to back? I'm just not trying to put that effort out there. Do you think? Because I think maybe. I mean tonight. I mean I feel like obviously y'all like it looked way better without AD. And I seen a couple people saying like, "Oh, we play better without AD," and blah blah blah. But it's just like relax. It's the Thunder. Like relax. But
um,
um, do you think it's a one game thing? Do you think it's a multi game? Do you think it was just like I'm just not trying to play the Thunder on the back to back? Like
I mean, he's a big man. Big man usually they always have some type of knee or leg or something. I think he just needed a day for some rest. Generally, he might miss another game, just precautionary. They're gonna check him out again, but I don't think it's something that needs to be concerned with for now. I think
mm-hmm.
it go by the wayside. It's not It's not like a deal breaker right now. It's I don't think it's nothing too heavy, but
Yeah,
going forward, I mean, we did look good with just the one center we was running, whether it's Dwight and LeBron's coming down with the four. It is. I mean, it looks fluid like that. But we even had games where we've had AD and LeBron was not, and the game looked fluid. So I mean, and also tonight it was against the Thunder, which was expected for them to win. I don't care who was on the floor tonight. Like, but yeah,
yeah. I mean, and then to I guess fast forward to an actual, you know what I'm saying, winning team or whatever the case may be. We both was watching the Suns versus the Celtics, and we took care of business. You know what I'm saying? This is our 12th straight home win or whatever the case may be. So it's kind of hard to come into Phoenix right now and get a dub, but we took care of Jason Tatum and friends, even though yes, they didn't have Jaylen Brown and whoever else, or I think they were just missing just Jaylen Brown, or yeah, pretty much. But tonight we had, to me, it showed like how deep of a team we are and how much of a threat we are because we didn't have no DeAndre Ayton, no Devin Booker, no Dario Saric, no Frank the Tank, and who else? Yeah. So it was just like, dog, we missing all these people. Well, no Abdul Nader either, but he's a bum. But anyways, we didn't have all these people, and we still was able to go dub the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Kept the lead the entire game, whatever the case may be. So I think, like I said, I think my team is in a pretty good spot right now, and you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, and we handle business over here on our side. So I can't really say the same for y'all. But what did you see from us tonight, or did you see anything you liked?
I think it was kind of funny. Jason Tatum started off just how he started off against us. Like he started off a little high and then he
Yeah,
just
super
fizzled
high.
out. So I want to see like I really heard like the Celtics like announcers like the announcer talking about how like the Celtics might need to just do you
Blow
get
it
it
up.
do you blow it up or do you keep it together? Do you go get somebody else to add with them? I don't know. I think Boston they're not really a good team right now. They got some other problems
I
they need.
mean, they kind of in the middle of the pack, kind of like y'all. Like they about 500 or below, maybe a game or two below 500, because also they did say during the broadcast they're like 3 games out from the fourth seed. So it's not they can't turn it around. But
But I don't feel like the Celtics have anyone that like I mean Jason Tatum's a good player, but who else on that team is like really good of note? Jaylen Brown is he's been missing for a long time, so we really don't know what we're gonna get from when he does come back.
right,
And Dennis Schroeder, he has games where he's good and he's not. Marcus Smart, I mean, I don't really see them as a threat coming out the East. Like they're not gonna stop anybody, they're not gonna get in
right.
anybody's way. I don't see
Now
them.
they need to build a team and try to figure out what direction they're going. Because to me, I feel like, not trying to put it out there like that, but I feel like when you do a team, or when you create a team, or when you build a team and you do it organically and you do it the right way and you do it with morals and integrity and shit like that, like you kind of reap the benefits of it. You know what I'm saying? Like when they had their little Eastern Conference run, like they did it organic, they built the team the right way through the draft, and they like had a nice little young pieces and they gave people a chance and they played the best in their role. But once they started doing like what Danny Ainge was doing, was just nickel and diming people, and the stuff with Isaiah Thomas and not wanting to pay people, so you get rid of them right a year before and then try to draft a replacement, and you do play little stuff in games like that. This is kind of what you get. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
like you get a couple people that's on your team, or like you get a team that has no direction, or people that's just like, I'm just here for a season. You know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. So it's just like
Journeyman,
it's
yeah. I
kind of,
mean, the Lakers was like that for a while too. When we was getting
yeah,
guys like Nick Young, Wayne Ellington,
yeah. It's kind of
Bazemore,
hard to build chemistry, or kind
Lou
of hard to.
Williams is like that. Yeah,
You need
I
that.
don't see they can easily just fall off. Like, and the East is like backloaded with talent, so there's gonna be unless they get it together, they're not gonna be able to compete.
Yeah, but I would say if it was me, I would trade Jaylen Brown just to see what I can get for him, or whatever the
Yeah,
case may be. Because I get it, he's really good, but best ability is availability. So, and that boy don't ever play.
or,
So, I mean, it's just because you can kind of see it in Jason Tatum, like during the game when he played y'all, when he played us, or when we played him tonight. Like he'll go hard in the first half, or whatever the case may be, and then he'll try to put his trust in his teammates. Like Marcus Smart called him out for, like, oh, you need to pass and da da da. But it's just like, dog, like y'all not doing nothing. Like if I don't go out there and go get it, like we just not gonna have it, and that's just what it is. And it's just like, okay, I see what you tried to do there, Marcus Smart, but then you got to kind of back that up and you got to go help him out. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Jalen Brown now. Now everybody really got to step up if that's really the conversation. But I mean, it was a couple good games tonight. Who do you got going for the college football tomorrow? Who do you got? Who you see? Who you see? Who do you like? Because I really like Michigan. I really want to see Cincinnati go do something. Like they was the
um,
underdogs all year long.
yeah, I like underdogs. I would rather see like the
I just
Cincinnati.
don't want Bama to get it.
No, I don't want to see Bama versus Georgia again.
Nah, no, that's a good
Um,
game.
uh,
I want to see that, but go
That's the
ahead.
SEC title game. You might as well if that was gonna happen, you might as well just let Bama win the SEC outright, or just win the whole representation for the SEC and put somebody else in it.
Eh,
Because
eh.
you're pretty much telling me Bama is already better than them, and they're gonna play them again.
Bama lost already one time
And
before,
Nick
so
and bro, he ain't beat Nick Saban. He's 4-0 against that guy. Nick Saban is 4-0 against the Bulldogs, that head coach.
I hear you. I hear you, but like I said, I think that this time was a little bit the whole college football like playoff setup or ranking or just how they get voted in. Like I'm not really a big fan of it. Yes, I like how they added like a more of a playoff thing, Now with just putting in 4 teams, it's like 4 of the best teams, but I do still feel like it's a couple teams that get left out or left behind because of X, Y, and Z, or they don't get like their fair shot or whatever the case may be. So it is what it is on that. But you know, but I think Michigan can get it today, and we'll see what happened with it tomorrow. Who did Michigan play again? They play Cincinnati,
Yes, yes. Michigan and Cincinnati. No, no,
and
no.
then
Michigan, Alabama plays Cincinnati, and then Michigan plays Georgia.
mhm. I mean, yeah. So hopefully we get some good slate of games tomorrow. And I seen Giannis and them. They took care of business today. They beat the Rockets. They snapped their little winning streak that they had today. So that was a little discouraging to see because speaking of streaks, stuff like that, like the Rockets was on a 7 or 8 game win streak. It, I think it was 7. I think it might have been 7, and it wasn't really talked about in the media or whatever the case may be because they are bad. But it was on. They had a little run, and then they gave Giannis and them a good run for their money tonight, but they came up a little bit short.
He almost dropped 50 again.
Yeah, I really want to see them again in the finals. I really want to, really bad, like another rematch. We just gotta. I just want to get my run back. I got to. But
1 year. Okay.
I mean, that's gonna wrap it up for us on the podcast tonight. We'll catch y'all. Hopefully, when is the next time y'all play? What, Sunday, Monday,
Sunday.
Sunday? Who y'all play on Sunday? You don't know.
Let me double check. No, I'm not sure.
But I think the Suns. I know we play the Clippers on Monday on ESPN, and I think we play somebody else on Tuesday on the back to back. I'm not too sure. But the Clipper game, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Hopefully, that to me would be a bigger measuring stick.
Magic on Sunday.
That should be a good one. That should be a good game. I think Jalen Suggs is out with a messed up hand or messed up pinky, so it should be a good, interesting game. I wonder what happened to Markelle Fultz when he coming back. I haven't seen that dude in a while.
I think he out for a minute.
No, he tore his ACL or something last year, but it was like the beginning or the middle of last year, so you would think that he would be back by now, but ain't no telling. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here tonight. We'll catch y'all next one, probably somewhere after the weekend. If this is a crazy football game, we might just cover that. So never know. All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.